one hand, South Africa is known for its wildlife, beauty, and cultural heritage. On the other hand, robberies have become so common that they are often quite lethal and deadly, and that is all that people know of this country now. But have you ever wondered what happens when robbers can't get it right? In South Africa, we've seen some truly epic fails that will have you shaking your head. Join us as we discuss some of the most horrible robbery fails in South Africa. Number 1. Hijackers outsmarted. This car is about to experience a terrible hijacking attempt. It turns out the people in the second car were following the driver all the way home, but they were in for a surprise for sure. The first driver was really not in the mood to become a victim, and now the would-be carjackers have a ruined car for themselves. Number 2. Sanral to the rescue. A group of guys tried to hijack a van in broad daylight, but they faced some hurdles right on the first step of their plan. They couldn't even get into the car. However, they managed to get in after some struggle, and that's when the real drama began. You see those orange cars? Well, those are not ordinary vehicles. They were actually private security vehicles, likely alerted by the driver's emergency signal. You can see what happened next. Number 3. Robbers rammed. So much struggle to get a bag full of money into the getaway car. These robbers clearly didn't know how to do the job. The cash-in-transit vehicle driver, however, definitely knew what he was doing. As they're about to jump into their getaway car, the cash-in-transit truck zooms in from behind, slams into their car, and chases it away. I am actually surprised that they ever managed to get away with anything, with how clumsy they were. Number 4. Attempted robbery. Gone wrong. These hijackers followed their targets all the way to her home, clearly planning to rob her. As the woman stepped out of her car, she spotted a stranger approaching with his face covered. This immediately set off alarm bells. Just love how she immediately hopped back in the car and drove away. The robbers were left empty-handed, probably questioning their target choice and tactics. Number 5. Trapped. These thieves thought they could rob a phone store and make a quick profit. But they were in for a surprise. Instead of stealing the phones and making a fast getaway, they ended up getting locked inside. Looks like today's not their lucky day after all. They really got trapped real bad. Love to see these idiots act all desperate after getting caught. I mean, even if they had gotten out, that crowd wasn't letting them go. Number 6. Woman protects her home. This 42-year-old woman from Alberton made headlines in August of 2018 after she rammed her car into a gang of hijackers right in her own driveway. As she pulled into her home, another car was right on her heels. She comprehended the situation quickly and refused to open her door or roll down her windows as the men made their way to her car. After that, she reversed her car and kept hitting the robbers' vehicle until they were forced to back away. She even made them run away on foot. After the CCTV footage of the scene went viral on social media, people had mixed reactions to this situation. Some called her brave, while others thought that it was reckless. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Number 7. A relaxed robbery. These robbers were so laid back during the break-in that they didn't consider the homeowner might come back at any time. The homeowner arrives and sees a car parked right by his gate. He quickly figures out that someone is robbing his house. Instead of calling for help, he grabs some rocks and attacks the robbers. It's hilarious to see how the robbers run away in a panic. Number 8. Even robbers aren't safe. Everything is possible in South Africa. Have you ever heard of a robbery within a robbery? Just see how the other guy is taking money from the robber. It's hilarious. Number 9. Failed house robbery. This strange car pulls up into the driveway of a home in Winchester Hills, Johannesburg. The way he is panicking, it's clear that he's up to no good. 4 guys went inside to rob the place, but they definitely weren't ready for what was coming. Apparently, the homeowner had already noticed them and was waiting to confront them. Bet they got the fright of their life. Love how they just ran for their lives in a matter of seconds. Dumb thieves. Number 11. Quick-thinking Durban driver. This man saved his family from being robbed with a clever move. While stopped at a red light, 2 carjackers approached their car. One of them pulled out a firearm to scare the family, but the driver acted fast. He immediately reversed the car so the robbers could not get close. The carjacker was left stunned for a moment, but quickly ran to the side of the road and jumped into the bushes to hide. Number 12. Thieves give up. The 2 would-be thieves in this footage got more than they bargained for on Musgrave Road in Berea, Durban. They were caught red-handed trying to steal a car when the owner noticed their shady business. Not only did he shout for help, but he also put out an SOS on his community WhatsApp group. Marshall Security got the alert via a voice note, complete with a description of the suspects and their ride. This was followed by a high-speed chase, with the thieves eventually deciding to ditch their vehicle near the Greyville racecourse. But their escape plan didn't work out too well. Private security officers caught up with them and made the arrests. Number 13. Attempted shopping mall escape. While shopping in the mall, this man decided to pick up something extra but not pay for it. What he didn't realize was that sometimes passers-by can also become a hurdle while stealing stuff. What a slick smack was that. Love it. Number 14. Robbers that share a collective brain cell. In Durban, a man managed to scare off 3 intruders using just a pellet gun. And it actually worked. In the video, you can see a group of men opening the gate to a property, with some of them clearly hesitating. Despite their doubts, their leader was determined, and the others finally followed him inside. They even made the odd choice to close the gate behind them. And just when they were to enter the house, the homeowner appeared with a pellet gun. That's such a cartoonish exit that they made. Why even try if you don't have the guts? Number 15. A hard fall. That's one horrible carjacking attempt. Truly embarrassing. Number 16. Owner saves beloved pet. This dog owner stopped a man from pulling his pit bull terrier over the fence at his home in Port Elizabeth. I mean, how do you try to steal a dog right in front of the owner? It's just stupid. Number 17. Dogs attack house robbers. He really didn't think through the plan and just jumped in. Man, at least look out for dogs. I mean, these dogs were willing to chew him down like a plushie. Number 18. Porsche driver outsmarts hijackers. CCTV footage captured the moment a Porsche driver managed to escape hijackers in his driveway. As the Porsche driver returns home and pulls into his driveway, another car stops behind him. When a carjacker steps out of the other car and makes his way towards him, the Porsche driver pulls an incredible stunt. Smartly and skillfully, the driver perfectly reverses out of the situation and even leaves some damage on the other car. The carjackers again try to approach him, but the driver speeds away. Number 19. Student escapes kidnapping. This video shows how a 21-year-old nearly got kidnapped. A van stops next to her, and the 2 men inside try to get her into the van. But well, it was a lucky day for her. It's pure luck that she escaped that kind of abduction attempt. Number 20. Chased by security. Security guards can really attack you anywhere at any time. These muggers thought it was a good idea to get into action in the middle of the night. But well, the security was probably done with their bullcrap. It's very much possible the residents had filed complaints about these idiots. No wonder the security was already on high alert. The robbers, seeing the guards approach, fled the scene and didn't even bother to take the stolen items along. Number 22. Mom vs. Robbers. This woman had a traumatic experience right outside her kids' school that left her visibly shaken. While she was picking her kids up from school, a robber suddenly approached and grabbed something from her. Because she fought back, the thief ran away in a matter of seconds. She'll probably think about it forever. Number 23. SUV driver teaches a lesson. CCTV cameras caught two thieves on a motorbike who were busy robbing a couple on the street. But just as the robbery went down, a white SUV entered the scene. It turns out that the SUV driver had been targeted by thieves earlier. Seeing the same men trying to rob the couple, the SUV driver sped up and rammed right into the motorbike. The couple took this chance to run for safety, and the robbers, now in a panic, scrambled back onto their motorbike. One of them, with a broken leg, could barely keep up as he tried to make a getaway. Number 24. A hitch in the plan. This man was attacked by robbers as he was withdrawing money from the ATM. But he wasn't an easy target. He decided to fight back. This definitely caught them off guard. But then more robbers appeared from the shadows, overpowered him, and got away with the money. A sad ending, I would say. Number 25. Saved by security. When these hijackers targeted a car in a mall parking lot, little did they know things were about to take a turn for the worse. As they proceeded with their plan, everything started going wrong. The mall security guards, along with shoppers, took matters into their own hands. They chased the robbers onto the road, with the hijackers desperately trying to escape. But they didn't get far. They were apprehended and handed over to the authorities. Number 26. Another failed carjacking. This lucky driver was also being chased by alleged carjackers. However, the driver didn't stop. And that's exactly the best thing to do in such scenarios. Stopping your car after spotting carjackers is like handing your car to them yourself. Simply lock the doors and drive away as quickly as possible. Just like this person who didn't give it a second thought and just made a run for it. Number 27. Run toward the exit. Another day, another attempted house robbery in South Africa. A group of robbers forcefully made their way into a Durban home. They went inside all at once. But things didn't go as planned. It wasn't long before they came rushing back out of the house, leaving in a hurry. The exact reason for their sudden departure remains unclear, but one thing is for sure: their plans were completely spoiled. Number 28. Street attacks. This man with a knife decided to create chaos on the road and even take on the police. As a result, the police had to attack him, and he was wounded. You know what they say: mess around and find out. That's exactly what this idiot did. Must be nice in jail. Number 30. Attack on a cash-in-transit vehicle. Driving a cash-in-transit vehicle is one of the most dangerous jobs in South Africa, and it just shows why. Robbers opened fire on the cash truck that Leo Prinsloo, a former task force member, was driving. They shot from 4 different cars, but Leo fortunately avoided the attack. Incredibly, no one was hurt and nothing was stolen. That's more like a miracle if you ask me. Number 31. Police arrest suspected house robbers. The Gauteng police task team caught a gang responsible for several house robberies in Bedfordview. 6 men from the gang were arrested after a wild high-speed chase. The robbers' van raced into a gas station, driving recklessly as they tried to escape from the police. But the police clock in quickly, and the robbers realize they have nowhere to run. They stop the van and start scrambling out in a hurry. But the police are faster. They quickly arrest the robbers before they can get away. It's as if no one ever told them that outrunning the police rarely works out. Number 32. Foiled bank robbery. Finally, here's a crime scene where the police actually show up on time and do their job right. The police got into the building through the windows with their weapons ready. They not only mess up the robbers' plans, but also manage to arrest them. They even went the extra mile by questioning all the bank employees to find out exactly who the criminals were. If only the police were always this fast and efficient. Number 33. Driver knocks down thug. 2 guys spotted a parked car and saw their chance for an easy score. It was a calculated move, as they rushed over because they knew the driver was stuck, thanks to a blockage and no easy way out. One of the robbers snatched a purse from inside the car, and both started running out of there. But this driver wasn't about to let her stuff go without a fight. She sprang into action as soon as she saw the thief making off with her bag. The video switches to a different camera view, and guess what? There's a police van right next to the fuel station, watching the whole scene. The lady doesn't miss a beat. She goes straight for the robber and blocks his escape route. That's some great driving skills, by the way. Number 34. Run for your lives. These robbers had to cut their heist short when the police suddenly showed up. They were in the middle of robbing 2 Chinese nationals and their driver when the police arrived out of nowhere. The police then fired shots to scare them, and it worked. The robbers quickly made a run for it and escaped. Number 35. Would-be bakery robbers. These robbers decided to drop into a bakery for a sweet treat before their next big mission. At least 4 would-be robbers had a failed attempt at robbing a Cape Town bakery, and 2 children witnessed the whole event. How terribly unexciting for them. Number 36. Crazy driving skills. Living in South Africa teaches you a lot about staying safe. One of these safety tips includes how to avoid being carjacked. For example, watch how this driver spots trouble early and swerves his car just in time. Look at that expert swerve. I don't know about you guys, but I'm impressed. He gets away before the robbers can even get out of their car. Another driver soon follows his example. His escape is not as flashy as the other drivers. But hey, at least he got the job done. What more could you want? Number 37. Not your store. It looks like this guy has a misunderstanding about who owns the store. He keeps coming in, grabbing snacks, and walking out without paying. It's as if he thinks it's his store. This isn't a one-time thing either. He's been doing this at least once a week for almost a year. But today, he's in for a special treat. The store employee recognizes him and locks the doors. When the guy tries to leave with his usual swagger, he's surprised to find the doors locked. He attempts to force them open, but of course, that doesn't work. So, what does he do next? He puts the stolen items back where they belong and then heads to the fridge to grab a bottle of Gatorade. Like that's going to help him escape. Idiot. Number 38. Lower. This store owner wasn't ready to give up his jewelry. When 2 men started smashing the store window to get to it, he quickly lowered the shutters. The thieves had no choice but to grab what they could and run away. Definitely not the robbery they were expecting. Number 39. Karate to the rescue. The video shows a man returning to his car when he's approached by two men in sweatshirts. These men take his keys out of his hand. As they go back to the car, two people start attacking the suspect's car. The suspects seem to get scared and drive off, leaving behind the victim's car. The rescuers work at a karate school just across the street. No wonder they were able to deal with the robbers so quickly. One thing from this video is extremely clear. South Africans are not to be messed with, whether they be robbers or their potential victims. Which one of these failed attempts was your favorite? Comment down below and let us know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. See you in the next video.